Hey guys, this is sWaRmSC,
And it's Pig
bringing you an audio commentated game between LzGamer.
and Malice at the bottom left corner as the blue Zerg.
By the way, this is the map called Blistering Sands. It is a two-player map, so both players know what the opponent is.
Right, so the starting positions are here where the players are currently located, and we see here that the Overlord is currently moving straight to the right. And yeah, let's speed that up for a little bit. Sorry for those who saw that.
So Pig and I were having a conversation earlier about players saying have fun and good luck and being polite, and what it really meant to say good luck. We were discussing, did it mean good luck in the game, good luck in beating me? We were kind of confused of what that really means.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I think it's like a cocky thing of saying, good luck and try to beat me. See if you're good enough to beat me.
No, it's definitely not cocky. It's just good-mannered, but I think it's just a little... If you put it under a microscope, it's a little bit funky, but...
Yeah.
Okay, we see the Zerg player is actually sending his first Overlord scout to the bottom right, which is a little weird. I don't know why he's doing that.
Yeah, anyone knows the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, but here he seems to be going in a more of an L or half a rectangular shape. We see here LzGamer is putting up his wall and starting with his first supply depot and his barracks. Now this is an interesting spot to put the barracks because it will allow you to put your add-on right here, so that way it's not blocking here, and you'll be able to put a second supply depot right here to finish off that wall. Now I've done that before, and you know what? I actually like that because you're generally going to use 2 supply depots and 1 barracks to wall off.
If that drone can take out that SCV, it's going to be huge.
Oh, but here comes the other SCV to take on that drone.
He needs to get out of there. Get out of there, Malice.
Yeah, it looks like he doesn't want to die today. He's got family to go home to.
Now, one important thing to scout as a Zerg player, when you're scouting the Terran, you need to see the gas. If he has a really early gas going, which actually most Terran players are going these days, but it can indicate he's going he's getting Marauders or maybe a factory and going Hellions. But if he has both refineries up, you can guess it might be some weird, cheesy Banshee play.
So if we look at the production queue, we're going to see that here the LzGamer is going Orbital Command, and that Malice is going for what appears to be a 14 hatch, though we missed it a little bit ago. And if we go down here, we'll take a look here at the spawning pool. Spawning pool probably went down at around 12, and here goes the first extractor.
Yeah, he has the Queen going right now. Now, that hatchery is a little quick. One interesting thing is we don't see a Roach Warren up yet. Maybe he's waiting to get it later. What are your thoughts on that?
That Roach Warren, I think it helps tremendously against Terran, because Terran have their tier 1 units are infantry. So those roaches are a good counter for infantry. Now what I've seen is a good build, a good technique is get the quick 1-1 upgrade on your
And there goes that SCV dead.
Yeah, that SCV wasn't going to last long. It was just dancing around. That Queen is this great new unit the Zerg have, that just great defense, attacks ground and air. And there goes the Roach.
And there's the Roach Warren. Now, maybe he didn't want the Terran player to see him going Roaches. That could be a possibility. He wanted to wait until the SCV died and then put it down.
Yeah, maybe the Terran player was thinking he was going to go Speedling, so he's going to try to mass Marines. But here it looks like the Terran player is going for an early expansion. This is essential for Terran player because most people who play Terran know Terran have a problem with gas. They are very gas heavy. You can't work off one base as Terran unless if you're going for a very, very heavy mineral build that involves Marines or just Hellions. But these 2 gas is definitely not enough, so you want that early expansion to get that comfortable feeling.
Let's check back on Malice's Overlord placement real quick.
So we have 1 Overlord here at the rocks to see if these rocks are destroyed. And StarCraft 2, it's a new feature that they implemented, which these are destructible rocks that have 2,000 health. They take quite a bit of time to take out, and it gives you essentially another ramp in and out of your base.
Yeah, it's a backdoor to your base, so if your opponent destroys that without you knowing, you're going to have a bunch of Marines and Marauders knocking on your hatchery before you know it.
So what do you think of this placement? Here, well, that was just a little Zergling. And we have another Zergling here spying on, trying to see what's going on.
Well, the first Overlord, the good thing about having an Overlord hanging out over there is a lot of Terran players will try to make a medevac, just go kind of around and try to sneak a medevac out over there. And the one next to his naturals, it's a great placement because it tells him that the Terran player is expanding.
Right. So here we see that the second sorry, the second command center that's going down, it's being turned into an orbital command center. Now, to have 2 orbital command centers early games gives you quite a bit of an economic boost. You're gonna see his mineral count for when he brings down those mules, it's gonna go up. Here we see him move out with 2 marauders and what appears to be 8 marines.
I think he knows that Ling is there. He's gonna take it out. Run,
Yeah.
Ling, run!
Now, what's really smart for Terran people to do is usually on their 3rd supply depot is to put it right here. This allows you to see the rocks when they're being damaged and allows you to see a little bit down here if anyone's attacking it. So if we move over here to the natural, we see that he's going for another extractor. What does this tell you?
Well, I mean, he has a very good saturation on his natural. Let's look at his main real quick. We see he's going Hydralisk, so he's not getting Banelings, we know that. He's actually researching Weapons 1 for range. So we can assume he's going to go for a Hydra Roach army and maybe Infestors. We're going to find out pretty soon.
Is that a standard play? Have you seen that fairly often as a Zerg player yourself?
Well, I've seen the game transition from when beta was really early out, where Zergs just went pure Roaches, into a combination where, you know, they get Roach, Hydra, get heavy upgrades into range and Carapace, and Roach speed and Hydra range, and using Infestors to fungal growth and parasites and medevacs, and it's working out pretty well right now, post patch 8.
As a Terran player, I want to notice something here. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5th barracks right now. This is good, this is great, definitely, if you're going for that. But, as a Terran player, I would always recommend, instead of putting these 2 barracks down, put a factory down right here or anywhere you want, and then put a starport down, and build a reactor out of your factory, and then swap it with your starport, so you can start pumping out medevacs. Because for this bio ball to really work well, you need stim first of all, and medevacs. That's crucial. I can't stress enough how crucial it is for bio to work really well.
So now that in patch 8 they actually made it so the Marauder's concussion shot has to be researched, what do you think about, like, which one would you research first? Which is more crucial, stim or the concussion shot?
It definitely depends on what the opponent is doing, because this is a very reactive game. So if your opponent is going more Ling heavy, I wouldn't worry so much about concussion shot. But I would probably prefer to get stim and get a few more marines than marauders.
Now, one criticism I have of the Zerg player at the moment is not really using those overlords. Like, he could be just placing them a little bit, like he could be scouting the top left position a little bit, just moving out with his overlords, so, and using the generated creep to just, you know, spread out the creep all over the map and help those creep tumors kind of get out there a little faster.
Now, if we look here at these destructible rocks I noted earlier, he's going to try to destroy them and capture this high yield mineral. Now, this is going to allow him to get a better economic boost.
If we see them, I'm sorry, right there, the middle of the map, we see the Terran players moving out, that giant ball of red metalness.
So it looks like he's going to take out these little sentries right here and try to grab those Onondaga watchtowers and just take a peek right there. And we might see him come back for this one. But
so, okay, we see Malice knows he's coming. He has his Hydra and Roaches set up. That creep tumor is spreading that creep so the units will be able to move a little bit faster.
Yeah, and, you know, I don't know if he knew that was coming. He knew this mass amount of units right here is coming, or if he just wanted
he
to
saw
take
it
those
because the Ling at the Zonlaga Watchtower got killed. Now we see Malice is taking that 3rd hatchery at the high yield. If LzGamer doesn't see that and try to stop it anytime soon, his econ's gonna be boosted a lot by this high yield.
So it looks like we might have an encounter right here. This is a fair group of marauders, and I like what he did right there. He kind of split it up. He split up that little group right there and brought him back and kind of went around. Now he's gonna come in, try to take some things out, but he sees those Lings and he sees the Queen and the Spine Crawler, and he's gonna probably back up because he thinks it's too much for him.
Malice needs to put the Roaches in front of the Hydras to tank some of the damage. See, the Roaches are in the back of their army, which is actually not the best thing you can do in an engagement. He should definitely move those Hydras and move the Roaches in front of the Hydras.
So it looks like he's gonna go scout for a 3rd expansion, and he's gonna get lucky at the first